these worked this time. Yes, it worked. Excellent. Sorry, I'm a few minutes late, everyone. I was having a technical issue. It's gone perfectly all week. Final session. Massive technical issue. So hello, everyone. Give me a wave if you've managed to hang about for the last 2 or 3 minutes waiting for me to come on. Hi, Sophia. Yes, apologies. My computer hates me today. Thank you for confirming that it's working. If you heard me talking to myself about how much I hate technology, then I apologise. Hi Sonia, hi Alicia, hi Georgina, hey guys. Hello. How's everyone's day going? Let me know if you're having a good day, a productive day, a less great day. Hi Maisie. Hi Sophia. I know I'm really sad it's the last day. I'm probably gonna cry. No, I won't. I will try not to cry, but I am gonna miss you all terribly. Hi Bumika. I know but we're gonna have, today is all about having fun. So we're gonna try and focus on that for today's session. Amazing to see you all here. It has been, hi Gemma. I don't think I've ever gotten out of the shower. So you haven't missed anything, Bumika. I was having a technical issue, so you've timed your getting out of the shower perfectly, because I literally haven't been, I was having a meltdown technically, so don't worry, we've only just got going. Just got home from visiting friends, Gemma. I hope it was good. I hope it was nice. It's nice visiting friends. It's been good. Got the family to do pumpkin carving. Yes, Cynthia, loving that. It's Halloween tomorrow. Very excited to do some spooky baking later. My day has been pretty good. Yeah, I think it's been excellent, actually. Yeah, apart from dreading the fact that it's our last call together, my day's been lovely. Thank you for asking, Xanthia. So, Sonia, I've already got much more work done by now than I usually do. Oh, Sonia, that's lovely. That, honestly, that makes my day. Thank you so much. Sophia, my pumpkin was better. You're going to have to share pictures, guys. Stanton sisters, I need to see pictures in the group later of some pumpkin carving. I need to see your Halloween preparations going on. Because today is all about having fun. Well, it's about having a work-life balance, which means making time for fun. Now, we've spent all week talking about being more productive. And obviously the big point of being more productive is we want to get the best grades possible in our A-levels. We want to get into the uni or the job that we want, and we want to have that success that we imagined earlier in the week. However, the other point of being more productive is so that we have time to relax, to enjoy ourselves. And this is really, really important. This is just as important as being productive. Because good quality downtime is what keeps us sane. It's what allows us to be productive. And so we're going to look today at what brings you joy. We're going to look at how we factor time to do all that stuff into our weeks. And we're also going to look at what the point is. Because there is a point. It's a very good point, other than the fact that we'd go bananas if we didn't have any downtime. And what I mean by the word good quality downtime. So, sorry about that. Dottie has literally gone berserk. Hey, Dot. Shush, shush, shush. Sorry, I hope you can still hear me. Poor Dottie. Goodness me. She's been so good all week, and then just suddenly goes bananas. So, before we really get started, I want you to think about what you do for fun. Maybe you have a hobby or an activity or something that really sparks joy. I'm stealing a phrase now, sparking joy. Everyone was banging on about sparking joy a year ago. I'm talking about the activities that you do that make you happy. And it doesn't have to be a sophisticated one, by the way. If playing an instrument or being on a sports team makes you happy, great. If it's just watching Netflix or reading a book or drawing something or whatever it is, what activities make you happy? That's actually quite a difficult question for some people. It's a question I often wrestle with. What makes me really, really happy? Or different question, what makes you feel really relaxed? What makes you feel really zen and at one with the world? Feel free to share in the comments. What do you do for fun? What's your fun activity? What's your relaxing activity? Mine is I absolutely love curling up in bed with a cup of tea and a book. I'm a massive reader. I fell out of love with reading when I was at university. I didn't make time for it. I now read all the time. I promised myself 15 minutes a day of reading every day because I absolutely love it. And everyone thinks it's a really boring hobby. But I don't care because I love it. And it's what I do to relax. It's what I do to switch off. So what is your activity that brings you really big joy or makes you feel really unbelievably relaxed? Xanthia, singing and baking is something I find fun, but Netflix on my bed is definitely something I do for relaxation. Yes. Do you know what I miss? When I was at your age, I had a TV in my bedroom, and I really miss it. I don't have one anymore. I'm not allowed one. But yeah, I miss that. Baking. Great one. Genuinely just catching up on YouTube in bed. If that's what it is, Sophia, that is great. It's about what is your thing. I was doing arts and crafts, but I never seem to have time for it. We are going to fix that today, Gemma. I do ballet, and because I'm an old woman, I like crocheting. No, do you know what? I'm very envious. I always wanted to crochet. I'm rubbish, but I'm one of those people that will always give it a go. So Georgina, I'm very, very enthusiastic about that. Listening to music always, and reading, yes, awesome. Netflix, although I play the clarinet for fun if I get extremely bored. Bhumika, learning to play a new song on the guitar or having a bath with a Yankee Candle. Oh, Bhumika, what's your favourite Yankee Candle smell? I feel like I know the entire Yankee Candle catalogue. Bit boring, but I like walking. Maisie, it is not boring. If that is your jam, you do it, my friend. Sometimes cleaning is fun and therapeutic. Yes. You wait, Sophia, till you get your own house. It will become less fun and therapeutic over time, or at least it did for me. Amazing. So you've all got something that you love doing. But I bet you sometimes either use it to procrastinate from work or you struggle to fit it into your schedule. And that's what we're going to do today. Because it is really important for our mental health and our overall well-being to allow time to relax and have fun. It's really, really important, because if your life just becomes work, you will start to resent it, and it will become even harder to get working. And so we're going to make sure in our week we have some scheduled us time. Now, if you get into this habit now, if you end up at uni and beyond, and you end up in a job and you end up really busy, if you get into this habit now, you are never going to reach that burnout stage. I have a friend, she works for a very big consultancy in London. She went to Oxford with me. She has experienced burnout more times than I can remember. And we have had many a conversation about making time for her. And she has now started to listen, because the burnout lasts 2 months. And she takes 2 months to recover from this intense amount of work. And I said to her, it's better that you work slightly less hard, but you don't achieve you don't get to the burnout. Something I love Yankee candles. I have literally 50 and get new ones every year. Oh man, I want the Yankee Candle advent calendar so much. I'm obsessed. I've got like tea light holders all around the house, and I absolutely love candles. The red raspberry smell. Yeah, good one. I love that one. Try the cherry one. Oh, do you know what? There was a gingerbread one that they did. I don't remember if it was last year or the year before, but that was one of my all-time favourites in the Yankee Candle range. I loved the gingerbread one. It smelled like somebody was baking gingerbread. Did make me a bit hungry though. My favourite one is Midnight Jasmine. So many Yankee Candle fans. I'm loving this. I will not get distracted totally by Yankee Candles, I promise. We might have a separate thread on Yankee Candle recommendations in the group. Not only is allowing time for our thing that we enjoy, our thing that switches us off, our thing that relaxes us. Not only is that going to make us feel better mentally, it's also going to help us with our uni applications. And if you're thinking, how does watching YouTube in bed apply to my uni application? I'm going to tell you why. Because universities don't believe you're a robot. They want to know that you're a functioning human. And so acknowledging that is going to help you get into university. I promise. I'm aware I'm now promising you that Netflix and YouTube are going to help you get into uni. But there is a method to my madness. Oh, the Christmas cookie one. Yes. Amazing. Okay, right. I'm now distracted by all kinds of smells and scents. So how do we fit in time for our hobbies, our relaxation, our things that bring us utter joy? Well, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to plan that time in. Whether that's one evening a week, whether that's a day at the weekend, whether it's a certain period of the day. It depends on how you work. Now, everyone works differently and everyone's schedule is different. People get home from school at different times. People work at different times. I'm a big weekend worker. I like working at the weekend because I'm very odd. Some people are like, no, the weekend is sacred and I need to have that time. Personally, I schedule in 15 minutes in the morning and half an hour every evening. So I have half an hour before I go to bed and 15 minutes before I start work in the morning. And that is me time. And it's scheduled into my day. I don't start work until I've had that 15 minutes of getting my head together and doing something for me. And when I finish work in the evening, I have half an hour of wind down, stick on the telly, read a book, do something crafty, and just kind of get a bit more zen. Plan it into your day. Put it on your to-do list. Put it on your Trello board for all you lovely, wonderful adopters of Trello. Put it in as a task. Oh man, can you imagine? My last thing on my Trello board today is to have a bath with a Yankee candle. Can you imagine how good you'd feel when you got to the end of it? So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to plan our relaxation time into our day. And the second thing we're going to do is when we've planned it into our day, we are going to make that time non-negotiable. I don't care how busy you are. I don't care how much is going on. That time for you is non-negotiable. Tell everyone about it. My husband knows not to interrupt me between that time. If I'm having a bath or I'm using it to de-stress, because it is my time. And it is your time. And it doesn't need to be hours and hours. It could be that you have the 10 minutes when you come in from school, you get all your work done, and then you have half an hour later in the evening. Make that time non-negotiable. Why am I trying to hammer that home and make that really strict? Because it's really important that we don't overload ourselves. When we've got 1,000,001 things on our to-do list, the number one thing that you are going to cross off is the you time. And that is sometimes when you're really busy, the number one thing you need. And so we are going to make that relaxation time, that joy time, non-negotiable. If you go to a ballet class or a sports club or a music lesson, make that time yours. Don't feel guilty. We're going to come on to guilt. Guilt is such an awkward emotion when it comes to these things. So you're going to plan that time in. Realistically, don't take like 4 hours every school night to watch Netflix. That's a bit excessive. But we are going to plan in some downtime. We're going to make it non-negotiable. And we're going to use it as a reward for our work. Like we did with our habits. Our reward might be we watch half an hour of an episode of something on Netflix. Our reward might be I'm going to put a timer on and I'm going to scroll through YouTube and get lost in links and videos and things for 20 minutes. And if we're using it as a reward to spur on some further work, we put on a timer. So I do in the morning, I do 15 minutes of reading before I start work, but I put a timer on because otherwise I'll read half the book and it'll be lunchtime and I won't have achieved anything. So it's my time, but it's also not going to encroach on my work time. And so I know that I can fit it into my day because I know that I'm going to limit it. I'm not going to let it become a procrastination tool. So, I want you to tell me when you are going to make time for your relaxation today. Today and from Monday when you are back at school, what are you going to do and when are you going to do it? Are you going to have 15 minutes when you come in from school? Maybe it's going to be, I'm going to come in from school, crack on with my work, and then I can have half an hour later in the evening. Maybe you're going to have both because you're so on top of getting things done. When is going to be your time to do the things in your week that spark joy? Now, there are some people, by the way, I didn't mention, that don't do this during the week. They don't have something every day. They work through the week and the weekend is their religious, I need this time off time. But what are you going to do in your day-to-day life at school to give you some you time, some dedicated, I'm not going to feel guilty about it because it's in my schedule, I definitely have time for it, you time. Have a think, write it down. Feel free to share it as well, by the way. Always feel free to share. You don't have to share, but always feel free to share. I get so wrapped up, I've forgotten I've got a cup of tea right here. I will stop working by 7:38, so the rest of the evening is mine. Yes, Sophia. I love that. Deadline on when you're going to finish working in the evening is amazing. And I know that sometimes you can feel stressed because you're like, I haven't achieved everything that day. But working until midnight and then waking up at 6 is going to make you feel a million times worse, and it's going to make the next day less productive. How much time would you say to take? I would say a minimum of half an hour every day needs to be fun you time. A minimum. Today my relaxation is having a small Halloween celebration, but as of Monday I'm going to have until 4 to relax from getting home from school because that gives me 15 to 20 minutes to get a snack and relax, and then I'll stop work at 8. Perfect. After dinner I will do 1 hour worth of arts, crafts, piano. Yes! Amazing! And I don't want this you time to be related to your subjects or your studies at all. If you want to say, I'm going to make sure that, and if you finish your work early, great, have some more you time. But I want you to commit yourselves to having a certain amount of time for yourself every single day for your own sanity and to prevent overload. Now, guilt. How do you deal with guilt when you spend time on yourself? Because I do. It's one of the reasons I didn't take a lot of time for myself at one period of my life. I used to feel guilty that I wasn't working. I used to sit there and look at this massive to-do list and think, I should be getting through that. Why am I sitting and watching TV or hanging out with friends? It is really important that you understand why you are having this time for yourself. Tell yourself the moment that little voice in your head comes in and says, you should be working. You should be working. Why are you watching Netflix? You should be working. You are going to tell it. And I used to do this out loud. Again, I know I sound insane. I used to say, I deserve this me time. I did a whole day of school. I've done 2 hours of revision this evening. And yes, there is always more I could do. But this time is going to mean I am more productive tomorrow. And a simple statement like that of justifying to yourself why it's okay that you're watching Netflix, why it's okay to finish work at 8 o'clock at night, why it's okay to have a hobby is really important. And when it comes to that exam period, where you've got 1,000,001 things going on and you're thinking, oh, I should be cramming, it's the night before the exam, you need to have trained your brain to go, it's okay to switch off. In fact, it's more than okay, it's needed. It's absolutely needed. Now, one of the people that was my inspiration for doing this is one of the women, I can't remember her name now, he set up Huffington Post, HuffPost. She, when she was setting it up, she completely burnt out. She was working like 16-hour days, 7 days a week. And within about 6 months, she collapsed and was sent to hospital. And she immediately put this change in her life. And she started saying to herself, I need to stop. I deserve this break. Even if I haven't been as productive as I could have been that day, I need to have a cut-off. I need to have time for myself. And justifying it to yourself is so useful in your brain not betraying you and kind of niggling away at why you should be working. Maisie's going to do half an hour of sewing every night. Brilliant, Maisie. After school, I'll take half an hour to relax so I can start working at 5 and get done efficiently. Yes, Sonia, excellent. I'm going to stop working at 7 or 8 every night, and then I'm going to use that time to do something I enjoy instead of just wasting it scrolling. Yes, excellent, Georgina. Because that moves us on to the final point about this section. There is more to come, but this section is how do I make that relaxation time good quality? Well, it's about making it easy for yourself again. So maybe, Maisie, it's about putting that sewing there on your desk or next to your desk, ready to pick up when you're done. Not only there is it as a visual cue to go, oh, if I finish this work in the next half an hour, I can do half an hour of something I really love. But it also makes it easy to pick that up and not pick the phone up. Now, if you're one of those people whose intention statement this week was involved putting their phone away from working, maybe don't pick it straight up again. Maybe take some time to just get yourself relaxed and zen and happy and then pick the phone back up. If scrolling through TikTok is what relaxes you, then by all means do it. But if it's not, then pick something else and make it accessible and obvious and easy so that when you are done working, you know exactly what you're going to do. And it's just using all those practices we've done for work earlier in the week to also build in our relaxation and our fun time later into our week. Now, there is a sort of extracurricular thing that comes up a lot. And if you have recently done a university application, or you are in the process of, or you are about to, because you're in year 12 and you're thinking ahead to year 13, extracurriculars are such a contentious issue when it comes to university applications. And I am going to dispel a myth right now. It does not matter if you have not entered loads of competitions. It doesn't matter if your hobbies aren't wonderful or spectacular or super productive. It really, honestly, does not matter. I remember being at the start of year 13 and having a borderline meltdown because I was applying to Oxford from a school that did not send kids to Oxford, and I was told everyone's going to have DV Gold, everyone's going to have maths challenge stuff, everyone's going to have backpacked across the Himalayas, they're going to have set up schools in Africa, they're going to have raised thousands of pounds for charity. What have you done? What are your hobbies? You like reading and you like crafty stuff. Well, you're not going to get in, are you? And I honestly had the biggest meltdown, and I immediately started going, I need to volunteer here, I need to find a DV club outside of school. My school didn't offer DV. I was like, how am I going to fit this in with all the work I already do? And honestly, it didn't matter, because it doesn't. It is all well and good having a million impressive extracurriculars on your personal statement, but two things matter way more. Number one, that you show that you love your subject, and number two, that you show that you are a functioning human being. And by that I mean, hey, if I come to your university, I'm gonna love being there, I'm gonna get involved, I'm amazing, organised, a wonderful person to have around, you should take me. Not, hey, did you know I did all these other wonderful things, but I didn't actually learn anything from them. And so if you are thinking of picking up the DVs, the volunteering, the competitions, the extra work outside of school, whatever it is, if you feel like you need to join a sports team or play an instrument just because you think it's going to look good on your uni application, I want you to ask yourself, does it bring me any actual value? Am I actually going to learn anything from it? Because if you are, like, DV is a great experience, so I'm told. Everyone that I've met that's done it said it was wonderful. And if it is going to help you from a, you know, oh, this is actually going to be a really good experience, then great, do it. If it's not, don't bother. And are you going to learn anything from it? And are you going to enjoy it? Because frankly, your life is busy enough without having to waste time on extracurricular things that you feel like you need to do that you don't actually want to do. I applied to Oxford. I had nothing impressive on my personal statement. I talked on and in fact my personal statement is horrific, but I talked on and on about how much I loved physics. I loved theoretical physics. I could talk quantum mechanics all day. And when I had to include the paragraph about what I did outside at school, I volunteered at the local Cubs group, which I actually quite liked because all they did every week was play games and stuff, and it was quite fun. I tutored. Yes, I was tutoring way back then. I tutored, and I talked about how much I loved reading and the kind of books I loved reading, and how for me that was time to not think about science, and how I really enjoyed that still kind of creative aspect of my life. When I wrote, I'd still write for fun. Nothing that could ever be published anywhere, but writing for fun. And I got in. It was a fluke, I'm sure, but I got in. So if you are being actively encouraged to do extracurricular things and you're like, I'm not totally sure, make sure it floats your boat, because life's too short if it doesn't. And I honestly mean it, when you will not be penalised for not having a DofE or not having a math challenge or not having something else. So make sure that doesn't encroach on your work time. Georgina, I do that too. Clubs, yeah, it's really fun. I swear they had like a barbecue every other week. I don't know why, that's just my endearing memory of helping at Cubs. So make sure that your extracurriculars are working for you. And if they're not, ditch them. Because life is way, way too short to bother doing something that doesn't bring you joy. Now, I will be the first person you meet who hated DofE. Do you know what? Everyone says it's amazing. I think I would have personally hated it. I dropped out on the practice round. Good for you, Sophia. Yeah, excellent. Do you know what? I admire somebody who goes, it's not for me, I hate it, and just I'm just not going to carry on. Definitely, 100%. So, I want you to think about making sure that you are going to have time for yourself and that you are going to use that time to make yourself relaxed and happy and rewarded for all that hard work you're doing. Now, I promised you that Netflix and YouTube videos are going to help you with your personal statement or get a job. And they are. Because showing that you know how to de-stress. University is stressful. You're studying 3 years on one very specific subject. And so universities want to know that you're going to be okay. And so they're really not interested if you built a school in Africa or you single-handedly backpacked around America. If you've done that, great. But if you haven't, then talk about, I relax by doing this and it really helps me to process, unwind, do this, that and the other. There is nothing wrong with saying, I really like YouTube videos on your personal statement. There really isn't, because the people reading them are also human and they probably also really like watching YouTube videos. So it's about understanding who you are, and you don't need to have an impressive set of hobbies. You just need to be you and show that you know how to cope with pressure and stress and workloads, and that you are a functioning, capable person, or at the very least can pretend to be for the purposes of an interview or a personal statement. Now, I'm aware for some of you this will feel like a long, long way away, but trust me, it will help. We've got a DofE thread going on. I'm loving all these anecdotes. Yes, I loved it. I'm not going to lie, some of the stories I've heard, I don't understand why people are so enthused about DofE. Wet, muddy boots for days on end and getting lost and vans breaking down and all kinds of weird and wonderful stuff. So to summarise this amazing week, or at least I found it amazing, and I really hope you have too. We now know how to plan and organise our work, and I am loving the sheer number of people that have gone, oh my god, Trello, I love Trello. So we have now worked out how to plan and organise our work into bite-sized, manageable chunks. We know how to have a positive and resilient mindset. And if we're stressed, we're going to journal. We're not going to compare ourselves to others. We are going to focus on our own success story. I'm loving all the people that are like, I hated DOE. We also looked at Wednesday on good study habits and building those tiny incremental changes into our day, those triggers that are going to cause us to study well and to eliminate procrastination. Removing any bad triggers and focusing on getting our work done. We looked yesterday at revision and exam techniques, and by the way, some of those posters are amazing, posters and revision cards that you guys put on the actions yesterday. I was in awe. They were works of art. They were absolutely brilliant, so I know those are going to help with your revision. And today we've had a look at why it is important to take some time for yourself and factor that into your day. So when we are planning our days and our weeks, we are going to include some time for ourselves. Write it down. Be intentional about it. I know that I've asked you to write things down a lot this week, and the reason is that writing it down commits it. It commits it to paper. It commits it in your mind. So we are going to include in our planning of our week time for ourselves. Now, I have had an absolute blast this week, and I really hope this has been helpful. Now, the hardest thing is going to be when you get back to school on Monday, putting this all into practice. I know that you can do it. I do. You have learned all the techniques. It is now just keeping it going. However, if you are nervous about putting them into practice, then something very exciting is launching today for this group. I'm not making it accessible to anyone outside of this group immediately. It will be, but today I am launching the STEM study group. This is going to be a group for A-level students, mainly for those doing science subjects, although it is open to everyone, where I will be taking this week to and extending on it for the long term. So if you have found this week helpful, I am going to take everything we have learnt this week and I am going to support you from this day forward. The level of help you've had this week will be there on a permanent basis. The STEM study group is an exclusive membership for A-level students. It includes each month a skills booster, just like the ones we've been having today and all week this week. It includes a Q&A session, so you will be able to submit any and all questions to me and I will answer every single one without fail. It will include downloadable resources to help you with your studies, so things like templates, things like checklists, revision tools, revision guides, absolutely anything and everything that you're going to need to get your studies going well. It's going to have a monthly newsletter that will be sent to your email inbox, including news from the world of STEM, university stuff, job stuff, opportunities. I'm also going to be looking, if somebody does want something for their personal statement, I will happily take submissions for that, so you can pop that on there that you're a published writer. 10-minute lessons. So if you are doing a science subject, and I mean biology, chemistry, physics, maths, further maths or computing, I am going to be uploading 10-minute lessons and 10-minute topic tests every month. In fact, I might upload them a little bit more frequently than that. So if there's a particular topic you want, I will also take suggestions on that. So if you're looking to get that 10-minute revision in, I will be explaining in 10 minutes the key topics across all of those courses. And finally, every single month, every member will be entered into a competition to win a one-to-one lesson with me. Now, my one-to-one lessons are usually an hour long and I charge £30 an hour. I'm offering the entire thing, the membership, for £30 a month. So each month you could be with a chance of getting your money back by winning a free lesson with me. And in that lesson, we will cover whatever you want. So if you want help with something, then yeah, Sophia, personal statement help. I will definitely be able to help with that. I've read so many personal statements in my time. This is an absolute bargain. For the price of one lesson with me, you are getting so much and more. You're basically getting me on tap all the damn time, keeping you on track, keeping you accountable, and giving you all the tools you need to make your life and your studies easier. And as an added bonus, if you sign up before Monday, I will do a group session just for those people on anything that you like. So if there is anything that is stressing you out, you can tell me, and in that group session, I will cover any and all of your suggestions. It's honestly it's going to be a wonderful community, and I am so excited to help so many more students with all their studying, the stress, the revision. We're just going to take that all away. I'm going to keep you on track. I'm going to make life easier. You didn't understand something in school, you tell me about it, and we do a 10-minute lesson on it. You're worried about something, we cover it in the Q&A. And this is available from today. So each month new content will get launched. So obviously we're about to enter November. So November will be the first month of content, and we are going to look at confidence. So we are going to look at how to be confident in everything that we are doing, alongside all the other STEM topics and science stuff and revision, and it's going to be incredible. I'm genuinely really excited. I have been working on this for so long, and I know that there is an amazing group of people in here, so I'm hoping to see some of you there, because it is going to be incredible. Now, you all remember there was a competition this week. I have got a bowl, I have got names. Woohoo, names. There was a competition this week. If you completed all of the actions in the Facebook group, you were entered into the competition. The competition prize is to win 3 months of the membership. So your first 3 months would be entirely free. You will get the bonus of the group session, and you will get your own one-to-one lesson entirely for free. This prize, the 3 months of membership is worth £90, the group session is worth £30, and the one-to-one lesson is worth another £30. So in total, this prize is worth £150. Oh yes, it's a big one. I'm really excited. I'm not even entering, I'm giving away the prize, and I'm still really excited. So let me close my eyes, mess up the names. And the winner is Gemma. Gemma Parker, you have won. Give me a wave, Gemma. Gemma, you've just won 3 months free membership to the STEM study group, and that group lesson, and a one-to-one session with me. Congratulations, Gemma. I will be in touch with you to arrange all of that. Oh, so excited. But for those of you who didn't win, the doors are opening now. I'm about to release an email into all of your inboxes about it. Gemma, you don't need to worry, because you're getting it all for free. Congratulations. If anyone has any questions about this week, the membership, absolutely anything, now is the time to ask them. The Facebook group will be staying open for a month, so all the replays are available there. You can still go in and ask questions. I don't promise to be as responsive once we get back to work on Monday. School on Monday. But if you have any last minute burning questions, tell me now. Otherwise, it has been unbelievable this week. I want to thank you all so much for being here, so much for showing up. you are going to take those steps and just immediately feel the difference. I mean, some of you already are. And when you get back to school on Monday, putting all of those steps in place is going to make your life that much easier. It has been absolutely wonderful getting to meet and know you all this week, and I really hope that some of you stay with me and go on this journey and we keep working together. Gemma, you don't get a choice because you just won it for free. Sorry about that. Oh, Georgina, excellent question. How would you phrase your hobbies in a personal statement? So everyone thinks you need a separate hobbies paragraph. I would suggest integrating it. So I tend to encourage a skills-based personal statement where you show how your school and your work and your experience has given you an interest in your subject and the skills that you need to thrive and excel in that subject. So I would say if you've got a particular hobby that helps that, to talk about it, you know, even if it's, even if you put a line in there that says, I am really organised and I know that I can deal with the pressures of studying this subject because I make enough time to do this during the week, or because I really enjoy doing this and I fit it into my schedule. So I would just throw it in there. I wouldn't put it in separate. I would just integrate it in to whatever you're talking about. I hope that makes sense, Georgina, but I might do a separate session at some point in the group on, in the STEM study group on personal statements, because I know they're an absolute pain in the backside. Will there be a post in the group with all the information you said in this call about the membership? Yes, there will. It will be going up immediately after this call. So yes, that will be on there. Even if you're not studying a science subject, there will be plenty on there to help you. And actually I have another tutor who works with me who does music and English and all that kind of stuff. So she will be able to help with all of that stuff as well. Amazing. Any other questions, comments? I'm really, your feedback, guys, is honestly, I'm about to cry because your feedback has just been amazing and you've been amazing. And I am so glad if this has helped you because I just want you all to do well. I know you all can, and I know that getting through A-levels is really, really hard. And yeah, Maisie, after lockdown, it's been tough. So I'm really glad if this has helped. And as I say, it has been incredible getting to meet and know some of you. And I really hope that some of you come along with me and continue this journey. And we take the learning that we've done over the 5 hours this week and we take it forward into the next few months. Oh, thank you, Alicia. You're going to make me cry. I am really sad that this is our last day, but hopefully it won't be goodbye to all of you because I would love to see you. This has been the most helpful thing I've done, and I've been in education for too long. Oh, Sophia, that's so sweet. You are going to make me cry. Please don't, because once I go, I won't stop. No, honestly, everyone, it has been one of the most amazing weeks. If not the most amazing. These sessions have been the highlight of my day, which is why I am so excited about the STEM study group, because it means I get to do this kind of thing all the time. I get to help you guys with the things that are stressing you, and I can tailor it to you. Because this is just launching, because it is brand new, it means that the content is still being produced and will continue to be being produced, so I can absolutely tailor it to what you guys want and what you guys need, and it's going to be epic. 5 hours this week has helped save so many hours of revision. That was my aim, Sophia. I'm really glad it's helped, because the little nuggets of time now, they just build up, and nobody tells you that. Nobody announces that to you. They expect you to work it out yourself, and honestly most people never do. I know what it's like. I built my first business on a commuting train. 25 minutes at lunch, an hour in the morning, an hour in the evening. I know what those tiny amounts of time do, and I know that they build. And I know that if you take everything we've learnt this week forward, your life is going to be so much easier. So I'm so glad it's helped. Emails will be going out about the STEM study group. I will also put a post in the Facebook group. If anyone has any burning questions afterwards that they're like, I'm not sure, or I meant to ask this but I forgot, the group will stay open, so please feel free to post it in there. I will still be monitoring posts and answering questions. Gemma, I will also be in touch with you later today about your amazing prize. Very well done. Congratulations to Gemma. Otherwise, I hope you all have an absolutely wonderful weekend, an amazing Halloween, whatever your plans are. Stanton Sisters, I need to see some pumpkin carving, please, in the group, because that sounds amazing. Also, I've given you, you're the Stanton Sisters now, I don't know why I've given you a little group name all of your own. I need to see pumpkin carving pictures, but honestly, have a wonderful weekend, have an amazing Halloween, eat lots of chocolate, and have a wonderful, wonderful start to the next half term. Take those lessons we've learned this week and use them to build your success. I know you can all do it because you have all been incredible this week. I'm going to need to go now before I cry. Thank you everyone so much. You've just made my day and my week, so absolutely thank you. And I will hopefully I will hopefully see you all again soon. Thank you guys, and it's bye for now. Bye guys. Bye.